The sky above the city cracked open with a violent surge of energy, as if reality itself could no longer contain what was unfolding. Buildings trembled, windows shattered, and the streets below turned into chaos. People ran in every direction, their voices drowned out by thunderous explosions echoing across the skyline. At the center of it all stood a figure no one expected to fear, Lionel Messi, but this was no ordinary version of him. His eyes glowed with an unnatural blue fire, and every step he took sent shockwaves rippling through the ground. He had become something else, something unstoppable. Messi raised his hands slowly, and the air around him bent like glass. A glowing sphere of energy formed in his palm, pulsing brighter with every second. With a flick of his wrist, he launched it into a nearby skyscraper. The explosion lit up the entire district, sending debris raining down like meteors. This was not destruction born out of chaos, it was controlled, calculated, and terrifyingly precise. The city was no longer a place of life, it had become a battlefield. But this transformation didn't happen overnight. Once, Messi had been admired, loved, and celebrated across the world. His talent was unmatched, his humility inspiring millions. Yet, in this alternate reality, something had changed. A mysterious cosmic force, an unknown energy that arrived from beyond the stars, had chosen him. At first, it enhanced his abilities, giving him speed, vision, and control far beyond human limits. But power comes with a cost. The more he used it, the more it consumed him, twisting his thoughts and isolating him from everything he once cared about. What began as a gift became a curse, and the hero the world knew slowly disappeared. As the destruction escalated, a sudden silence cut through the chaos. The wind shifted. The energy in the air changed. From above the clouds, a blazing light pierced through the darkness like a comet descending from the heavens. And then, he appeared. Cristiano Ronaldo hovered in the sky, surrounded by a golden aura that radiated strength and control. His presence alone seemed to push back the chaos, as if the world itself recognized a force capable of restoring balance. His eyes scanned the devastation below, then locked onto Messi. There was no anger in his expression, only determination and a trace of sadness. He slowly descended, landing on the cracked pavement with a force that sent dust spiraling outward. The ground beneath his feet stabilized, as if responding to his energy. Unlike Messi's chaotic power, Ronaldo's abilities felt refined, controlled, almost divine. His strength came not just from power, but from discipline, resilience, and an unbreakable will. "Leo," Ronaldo said, his voice calm but firm, echoing across the ruins. "This isn't you." For a moment, everything paused. Messi stood still, his glowing eyes flickering slightly as if something deep inside him recognized the voice. But then, the energy surged again, stronger than before. He smiled, but it wasn't the smile people once knew. It was cold, distant. "That version of me is gone," Messi replied. "This world needed evolution, and I became it." Without another word, the battle began. Messi moved first, faster than the human eye could track. In an instant, he appeared behind Ronaldo, unleashing a burst of energy aimed directly at his back. But Ronaldo reacted just as quickly, turning midair and blocking the attack with a shield of golden light. The impact created a shockwave that shattered everything within a 100-meter radius. Ronaldo countered with a powerful strike, his fist glowing as it cut through the air. Messi dodged effortlessly, flipping backward and launching multiple energy blasts in rapid succession. Each one exploded on impact, turning the battlefield into a storm of fire and debris. Ronaldo pushed forward through the explosions, his aura absorbing the damage as he closed the distance. They clashed again and again, their movements blurring into streaks of light across the skyline. Rooftops collapsed beneath their feet. Skyscrapers became stepping stones in their fight. Every impact sent ripples through the city, as if the earth itself struggled to withstand their power. But this was more than just a physical battle, it was emotional. Every punch carried history. Every clash echoed years of rivalry, respect, and unspoken understanding. Ronaldo wasn't just fighting to stop a villain, he was trying to save a friend. "Fight it!" Ronaldo shouted as he blocked another attack. "You're stronger than this." Messi hesitated for a split second. The energy around him flickered again. Memories, crowds cheering, teammates celebrating, moments of joy, flashed through his mind. But the darkness quickly consumed them. "Strength is what I have now," Messi replied, his voice colder than ever. "And you can't stop it." With that, he unleashed his full power. The sky turned crimson as energy spiraled around him like a storm. The ground began to lift, chunks of earth rising into the air. Buildings crumbled without even being touched. Ronaldo braced himself, his aura expanding to counter the overwhelming force. This was the final phase. Ronaldo closed his eyes for a brief moment, centering himself. He remembered everything, the competition, the respect, the journey they had both taken. Then, he opened his eyes, now glowing brighter than ever. "If I can't bring you back, I'll stop you," he said quietly. He launched forward with incredible speed, breaking through the storm of energy surrounding Messi. The two collided mid-air in a blinding explosion of light. For a moment, everything went silent. Then, a massive shock wave burst outward, clearing the sky and halting the destruction below. Both stood facing each other, exhausted but unyielding. This was it, the final exchange. Messi gathered every ounce of his power into one final attack, a sphere of energy so intense it distorted the space around it. Ronaldo did the same, channeling all his strength into a single, focused strike. They charged. The collision that followed lit up the entire horizon. A beam of energy shot into the sky, visible from miles away. The ground split. The air trembled. Time itself seemed to pause. And then, silence. When the dust settled, only one figure remained standing. Ronaldo. His aura flickered as he looked down. Messi lay on the ground, the dark energy slowly fading from his body. The glow in his eyes disappeared, replaced by something human once again. Ronaldo walked toward him slowly, kneeling beside him. For the first time since the battle began, Messi looked at him, not as a villain, but as himself. "Did I?" Messi whispered weakly. Ronaldo nodded slightly. "It's over." Tears formed in Messi's eyes as he looked at the destroyed city around them. "I couldn't control it." "I know," Ronaldo replied. "But you're back now." Emergency sirens echoed in the distance as the world began to recover. The battle was over, but its impact would be remembered forever. Not just as a clash between two powerful beings, but as a story of power, loss, and redemption. As the sun slowly rose over the horizon, its light washed over the city, bringing warmth back to a place that had nearly been lost to darkness. And in that moment, the legend of Ronaldo versus Messi became something greater than rivalry. It became a story of hope.